Welcome to Backroads County 4X. I'm BP, and this is going to be a live stream recap from the first live stream of this series that was lost and unable to be posted. So we're going to take 5 or 10 minutes to go through what we did, why we did it, and how we got to where we are, and the live streams will resume with episode 2. So we decided to end up on Backroads County when the poll on our channel, on my channel, came through. It was actually an interesting poll. We were deciding between Dakota 4X and Backroads County, and all the way up until the first episode, Dakota 4X was ahead by a very, very small margin, like 51% to 49% all day. And I was getting ready to pop onto the stream, and a bunch of guys jumped in and voted, and at the very last minute, Back County Roads took the lead, and so we are here. So let's go over what we're going to do on this playthrough, the settings we have, and what we got done so far. So heading into the settings menu, we are, as you guys can see, on easy economy. So we have seasonal growth turned on, 1 day months, all of the crops and growth stuff, crop destruction, periodic plowing, field stones, lime, weeds, and are all on. Disaster destruction is visual only, and we have our AI workers all turned off. We are playing with the realistic livestock mod. You can check my settings here. We have a couple of maintenance and painting cost mods installed. There are their settings, and we are playing with the enhanced loan system. So with all that in mind, let's jump over and look at our finances from the first day of the playthrough. So when we started, when we loaded in, we had $6 million. We started with $1 million in cash and a $5 million loan, with the expectation that would get us a starter farm, enough basic equipment to start getting to work, doing some contracts, maintaining our own land, and build from there. So we did get quite a bit of equipment, which we'll see here at the end, but that's where we started. The enhanced loan, as you can see, $5 million loan at 3.5%. We're on a 10-year term, and I did advance time just for the video, so we've made one payment. But as of the beginning of this episode, that will be our episode 2, that this is where we will be starting. So let's get out and take a quick drive and show you guys. We do have, I guess there's 2 more things we should go over in the menus real quick. We do have better contracts installed, and to go along with that, we have the contract boost mod as well. And that gives us the option with better contracts to have field purchase discounts available. So when we do contracts for people, we get a discount on their land. So we started out grabbing some equipment. We did a stone picking contract in an effort to get a discount with one of the field owners we were anticipating buying. Let me show you where we came down and did that, and then we'll get to all the equipment here at the end. So we started out with just this truck and one trailer. It was a gooseneck. We immediately purchased a JCB fast track and a stone picker because the stone picker was in the sale, and we came down here and we stone picked this field, and I think we made, it was $18,000. From there, we got into some heavy equipment and picked up an oat harvest contract for another field owner around where we were going to start our farm in hopes of getting a discount on her field. So we picked up a Kenworth T800, a lowboy trailer basically, and a New Holland harvester with the Colossus 16-meter header. We grabbed all of that equipment, drove up here, took us several trips. We had an adventure with the harvester trying to fall off the trailer. We had issues with traffic. We had this bridge where we had to get stuff through, and we came up here And the field should be, let's see, right up around this corner. Let's see, yep, here we go. Our next right turn. And we'll pop down here. And we picked up this oat harvesting contract on this field on our left. I'll pull in so you guys can see. And we harvested this field right here for Katie. We had a number of tipper trailers on the side of the field in hopes of having the combine harvester self-unload. We had a discussion about some courseplay challenges that a lot of us are experiencing, watched our harvester get lost a couple of times, and in the end ended up having a truck and a tipper chase our harvester and empty it on the field rather than having the harvester self-empty on the field edge. From there, we packed up all of our equipment and headed back to our initial farmland. I'm going to pull up the PDA when we get back to the shop and show you where we're going. Got to see if we can get around this guy. So we moved a lot of equipment around, and we bought a lot of equipment to do that because I think on this playthrough we're going to do a fair number of contracts, certainly a lot of our own work. But in order to get ahead, we're going to have to do contracts. The fields are big, the fields are expensive, and our $6 million is not going to last very long. But as you guys can see, absolutely stunning map. Backroads County is really, really well done, and we had a really good time in the first episode. So pulling over here, we're back at the shop. Let me just show you guys on the PDA sort of where we've been and what we're doing. So on the PDA, we're right here at the shop. We'll zoom in. Our first contract was on field 108. That's where we did the stone picking for David. We actually had an issue with that contract. We completed it, but it didn't register that we picked up the stones. So we gave ourselves the money, but didn't get any discount from David. We then drove all the way up from the shop to field 101. That is the field owned by Katie, or I'm sorry, by Walter. And that is where we did our oat harvest contract. We decided early on that we were going to buy Farmland 56 for a couple of reasons. One, it was a blank slate. Two, it has a number of great fields right around it that we thought we could purchase. And that's why, as you can see, we had, these were owned by Walter, Katie, and Ben, who we are working to get discounts from. We have not yet purchased this last field from Ben. I anticipate doing that in episode 2. We also had all of this forestry land all around that we could get to. So let's head on down to the farm and sort of see the setup we got going. We'll wrap up and talk about the last couple of things we did on the farmland. When we bought our farm, our first field we bought was the grass field. I'll show you guys sort of behind the actual farm yard. And then we picked up the wheat field on the adjacent side. We got a Krone Big M 500 mower. We anticipate doing a decent amount of grass work and got the grass cut right away in anticipation of actually plowing up that grass field, because I like to have the field closest to my yard and most directly in the line of traffic as a grass field. So if we have to cut corners, we're not killing the crops. So we cut the grass and realized partway through we were going to get quite a bit of grass and had to figure out how to handle that. So at the advice of chat, and here is our trailer down by the road from when we dropped some stuff off. Here we are pulling into the farm yard drive. We come up the hill, and as you can see, here's what we got set up the first night. So over here behind the barn is where we had our grass field. Like I was just saying, we got that mowed, and then we had courseplay running, getting it picked up with our windrow wagon. We had issues with the mower. We did not have the right width, so there's strips of grass all over, but we still managed to get about 2 million liters of grass. So I'll show you guys. We, at the request of chat and late in the stream, we set up some auto drive networks on the farm, and we combined course play and auto drive and had our windrow wagon collect and auto dump everything into our silo production over here. And then the other field we purchased right over here, this is our wheat field. We also harvested yesterday, and we got the straw up. So all of that stuff is in the silo. So let's take a quick look, and you can see that's all set up on auto drive as well. I'll just jump out here. As you guys can see, and I'll make it larger on the screen, we have 1.5 million liters of grass and 687,000 liters of grass. And then our wheat is in our what we're calling the Punkin truck. It is orange and black. We got 126,772 liters of grass. We have a combo tipper set up for this vehicle where the small tipper there you can see in the background connects to the back, so we can drop one tipper on the edge of the field on one side and then drive to the other. Gonna jump out here. So this is our Peterbilt truck. Gonna go get the Dodge turned off here real quick. And let's make sure we get auto drive turned off so we're not looking at that. We have our Peterbilt, which is our tipper puller. We have our Kenworth T800. This is our Trail King lowboy. We picked this trailer specifically because it has the winch on the back, and we are running Thunder's better winch mod. So we use the winch several times in connecting up the trailer. Over here we have our New Holland harvester with the Colossus header on the back. 16 meters, got the job done. The New Holland only has a 20,000 liter capacity, so that's going to be something we're looking to upgrade. We have the modded Fendt Vario 1000 chipped mod. This is a quick, powerful tractor pulling our harvester, our forage harvest wagon with the wings. This is how we get all of our grass and straw up. Inside our shed and living quarters, which I'll take in a second, there's our Chrome Big M 500 power mower getting the job done. Our medium tractor on the farm, which is actually a small tractor for us, is going to be the JCB 4220 Icon. Got the dual narrows on it so it can go in and do field work. We have an Extreme LO rock picker here. I think it has a 16 or 18 meter working width. And then here is our second tipper trailer. And that is all of the equipment and everything we got done in the first episode. Let me show you the living quarters in the shed house here. So we have our shed. We're going to be putting more stuff up. We have our office. Here's our living quarters with the kitchen and the back room. We have a bedroom and a bathroom back here. So heading out the side door, we anticipate heading into episode 2. We talked about putting a road in right down along this way along the fields because we anticipate picking up this cornfield right here. It'll be ready to go. We'll likely start with a couple of contracts to try to get a price reduction on this field, and then we'll carry our road down here all the way down the side of the field. This is actually going to be a shortcut for us to get in and out of the farm coming back to the main road and connect up here. So that was pretty much all of episode 1 on the live stream, guys. I apologize that we did not get that recorded. I had all kinds of issues and had to reset OBS, and in the end, the live stream went very well, but we had some issues after the fact with several of the live stream. The back end stuff just got all crossed up, and in rescheduling the vertical stream for the episode 2, it ended up, for reasons unbeknownst to me, deleted the previous stream, even though it had nothing to do with it. So that is where we are. Again, I apologize that video was lost, but you're all caught up now. Welcome to Back Roads County, and I'm excited to see you all for episode 2.